Alright traders, let me share something very powerful with you guys in this video. There are two types of pullbacks, especially if you're trading the smart money concept. You need to pay attention to this. There is an aggressive pullback and then there is a corrective pullback. Now, if you can fix this simple error, you're going to see that most of the time you enter trade and then maybe an order block gets violated or a fair value gap gets violated. It is simply because you are not able to identify the type of pullback that was coming in. Every time you're taking trade, especially with the smart money concept, you wait for either a break of structure or a shifting market structure and patiently wait for a retracement, which is known as a pullback, before you take the trade. Now in this video, I'll go to my chart and show you the types of pullback and then show you the right way to interpret a pullback and then be able to trade correctly. I want you to correct this simple mistake this year as you begin to trade in the forex market. Let me go to my screen and show you how to do it correctly. So let's go there, guys. All right, traders, so this is it right here. So we basically have two types of pullbacks. We have the type of pullback called the aggressive pullback, and we have the corrective pullback. And one thing about these types of pullbacks is that whether you know them or you don't know them, you probably have used one of them to enter a trade. And then I'm going to show you where you're getting it wrong and show you how to fix it this time around. Now, whenever you come to your chart and you mark your point of interest, such as an order block or a fair value gap, then take an entry from that point, and then you find out that price later comes back and stops you and violates that particular order block or a fair value gap, you need to watch out for this simple mistake you're making. You're either using an aggressive pullback to get an entry, which is very, very wrong, instead of getting a corrective pullback to get an entry. Let me show you what I mean by that. So looking at what we have right here on this particular chart, let me show you from this recent price action. We have something right here. We have this particular shifting market structure at this point. All right. If you can see my screen, I want you to follow through every single explanation I'm going to give you right here. It's going to help you a lot because this is one of the mistakes that a lot of you make in the market. So we have this market structure shift right here, and then down here we have a break of structure massively. We can see with this displacement, you can see how price went down to this area. Price having this shifting market structure, retracing, and boom. Now, all this one is also a pullback, but I want to speak about this particular pullback that came in massively to that area. Look at this. Let me just take out this to that point and show you what I meant by that. So if you're taking trade with this simple information using the smart money concept, what do you think you're going to do? You're going to mark out this area, whether you're trading supply and demand, you're trading a normal, smart money concept. You want to mark that area, which is your bearish order block. Then right below it, you have a fair value gap. All right. As supply and demand traders will mark the entire area and call it that is your supply area where price is supposed to be rejected. But then the simple mistake a lot of traders make is not being able to interpret the momentum or the energy coming in through the pullback. Now, being able to interpret the energy of your price action is very important. It is a very important skill in taking trade with the smart money concept. Now, look at this. Can you see this massive, displacement that came in from here? Boom, right down here. And then look at the retracement. Can you compare the momentum? Let's say if the momentum of this displacement is 90%, all right, then I can say that this pullback is 80. Look at how close the percentage is. If this displacement is 90, this pullback is 80. Does that tell you something? It is telling you that the same energy that pushed this one, this guy has almost the same energy to balance it. So this should tell you that if you are entering this trade, you have intentions of taking this trade from here, you should be careful because this energy is almost equal. They have almost equal energy. Now, there are so many factors that affect the pullback. I'm going to show you some corrective pullback eventually, where you can see struggles coming in. Even from the candlesticks, you can see, you can look at the energy. Boom, boom, boom. Look at this energy. Look at the candlesticks closing with such a massive, massive energy. The buying pressure is also strong. So if you are taking the trade, most people will just say, okay, this is an order block, this is a fair value gap. Let me go bearish from there and take this trade downward to this place, or targeting here, and your stop loss will obviously be somewhere above this guy. All right, but then you get crushed out. Now, does it mean that order block does not work or a fair value gap does not work? No, it is simply because you fail to interpret the energy of this retracement, the momentum. So this is an aggressive pullback. Look at this simple retracement that came in from here. Let me show you. Price breaking above these guys, and then look at this simple retracement that came in. Can you compare the energy here? One push candle, and then the energy. The same thing here. I'm going to show you other kind of pullbacks, all right? But then look at this, pushing up, and then look at this coming down. It is trying to just balance and correct it, which is a corrective pullback. But this one, you don't want to be in this kind of a pullback. You just have to be patient and wait for it to die off. Wait for the energy, wait for the momentum to die off before you take the trade. All right. So most of the times you will find out that either an economic news coming in or something else coming in that affects that kind of pullback. So if this pullback is coming in right at a point where there is an economic news, you don't want to be part of that particular pullback, even though it's a good setup for you to sell. And don't tell me this is an inducement. It is not an inducement, because this is a massive displacement that came in after this shifting market structure. So we expect this area to at least push price downward further. It is not an inducement to that side, okay? Because there is not so much liquidity right above that area. So that is not an inducement to me. So price was supposed to, carefully retrace back to this point and then push down. And then for you to check all your economic news, guys, I use Fastbull to check all my economic news. Fastbull is a platform that supplies you with all these details. They have different other segments of their platform, especially the economic news. Economic news is very important, especially if you are trading intraday. You need to know what is the economic news for that day, and you need to avoid any kind of currency pair that has high impact news. Right here on Fastbull, the economic calendar supplies you with the high impact news, the medium impact news, then the low impact news according to the country where that news is released. So all the countries that lies with the euro, that is the European countries, also here, and then the countries that are aligned with the dollar, that is the US dollar, is also here. You are going to see all the details. Now we have the actual forecast and the previous data, the kind of impact that is supposed to come. If it is bearish, it is going to show you. If it is bullish, it is going to show you that this is going to be bullish. All right, so you can check it right here. Aside from this particular segment, which is the economic news, Fastbull also has the 24 hours financial news update, all right, where you're going to see all the different economic, political news that affects the market. All right, you can see them all captured here. You can see this is futures, S&P 500. You can see nickel 225. All the news that are supposed to give you a head start to know where all the global macroeconomic news is coming in. And then they also have the AI signal. The AI signal is where you basically see all the signals you want to see. You can check the signal. If you are selling or buying, you can see their signal right here. This is generated by an AI. All right, so guys, you can check them out right there. Coming back to our lesson right here, we have the two types of pullback. So this is an aggressive pullback. If you can go through your chart, you can see some of the pullback that have violated your order block, that have violated your fair value gap, all your institutional reference point or point of interest that were supposed to reject price. All right, let me show you an example of a corrective pullback, and you will see the difference and then you will know where the problem is coming in. All right, so right here I have a perfect example of a corrective pullback. All right, look at this. A corrective pullback is such a pullback that you will see the energy dying off as it is coming. The energy is literally dying. When I say energy, I simply mean the momentum. Now, can you compare this energy? Now, you can actually say that this energy is 90 and 50. So that is telling you that there is a huge gap between the energy of the displacement that came in right here and the correction that was coming in right at that point. All right. So when you look at this kind of pullback from the candlestick and the momentum, you can see that there is struggle. There is struggle coming in. This struggle is telling you that this is a correction coming. So I can take this kind of trade after doing all my analysis, checking your premium and discount, and then knowing where price is going, marking your point of interest, and then monitoring it. Another way to do it is to wait for a kind of a shifting market structure in the lower time frame. If a corrective pullback is really a corrective pullback, it should be able to give you a shifting market structure in the lower time frame. Let me show you an example right here. If I can see it, I have a corrective pullback. Look at this. We have this shifting market structure coming in. As the correction was coming, as it reaches your premium, the most important shifting market structure is the one at the definite area, which is either a premium or a discount. I'm doing with a bearish momentum here. Price is supposed to go bearish. That is the overall momentum or the overall bias. So if I have a shifting market structure in my premium area, it means that kind of pullback is important. It's a corrective pullback. You can see somewhere around here where there is a shifting market structure. Can we use this area? Somewhere here. Price shifted structure around that area. So this kind of pullback is a very, very good pullback. All right, you can use it for an entry. So when you see this kind of pullback, they are friendly. You can take trade from them, and then you will not have so much headache. You will not have it violating your institutional reference point. And you can actually see it after that shifting structure. It actually went down and giving you the same energy here, 90 here and 90 pushing. So it is telling you that this energy is still there, but this pullback is the kind of pullback you want to use for entry. Let's check that particular one and then see the difference even in the lower time frame. All right, so let me see where that another example of a corrective pullback. Look at this. After this crashing, look at price coming back, correction. Can you see the momentum of this downward? Can you see the struggles of this pushing up? So these are the things you should be checking. So let me see if I can see that place again. Okay, so this is the place I was showing you. Just an example for you to know how these things work. Right here, we have it. Look at this. If we are to go down to the lower time frame and look out for that particular shifting structure in the lower time frame, you will hardly see it. You will hardly see it. I doubt if you will see any. Can you see? Price never gave you any shifting structure in your premium area. Price was just moving up with that energy and momentum. So these are the things you need to correct in your trading this year. All right, make sure you pick this correction and then effect it immediately. Always watch out for the kind of pullback. Thank you guys for watching. I will make more videos to educate you and show you the best way to trade. And then don't just leave this place without giving me a like or subscribing to this YouTube channel. Thank you guys for watching. See you in my next video.